Number 12, find the equivalent equation in polar coordinates. So we have 4 formulas when doing this. We can use x equals r cos theta, y equals r sine theta, x squared plus y squared equals r squared, and the last one is tangent theta equals y over x. These came from psi y, cos x, tangent is y over x, and this is just the Pythagorean identity. Now, so here I have y squared plus, or x squared plus y squared. That's the same thing as r squared. So I could just say r squared equals 169. And now, to get r by itself, because all these answers are, you would just divide it by, or take the square root, and you would get r equals 13. Now, we already had that problem earlier. It was a mistake to have it here a second time, but we'll just go ahead and go with it. So I won't check that in the calculator. We know this is correct. But now we go to here, y equals 6. Well, what is y the same thing as? If I go up here, y is r sine. So I could say that r sine theta equals 6, and I check my answers. All these have r by itself. So how do I get r by itself? Well, I divide by sine. And so when I divide this by sine, I get this equation. I look here, and there's nothing that's a fraction. So with trig, we rarely ever leave a trig function in the denominator. What we do is we use it as a reciprocal and move sine up. If I go to the formula chart, I can see sine in the denominator is the same thing as CSC in the numerator, or without a fraction. So I can say that this r equals 6 CSC theta. So that answer is D. And we'll check this in the graph in a second. And finally, y equals x. Well, there's a few things that we can do on this one. Is first, we can say y is the same thing as r sine. Again, I'm using these 4 formulas up here. Y is equal to r sine theta. X is r cos theta. And since I have an r on both sides, what I'm allowed to do is divide both sides by r. And when I do so, I'm left with just sine theta equals cosine theta. And that's answer A, so I'll go ahead and put that. And let's see over here. There's no other way of getting r, so that one's out and this one's out. So it's either one of these two, and it's not negative cosine, so it is, in fact, A. We did do that correctly. Now, how can we check this? Well, we could try to go and graph these. So here we'll say y equals 6. I'll go to my graph. And I'm going to type in y equals 6, which is y is the same thing as f of x. And I get this horizontal line. And now I'm going to type in the polar equation, r CSC theta. So menu, graph entry, polar. And I'm going to type in 6 CSC theta. And notice it's the same line. So the graph matches. And then here, y equals x, that's a diagonal line. Now, I'm not sure how to even get this as r sine. So what I can do here is, instead of dividing this out, we'll just divide this by, no, you know what? I don't even know if that'll work. I don't know how to make it graph sine. But other than say sine is y, x is cosine. So this is the right answer. I just don't even know how to type that into the calculator to graph that.